Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, sir. Thanks for your time. First, I will start with Notion.
Okay.
So, yeah, as usual, I will start with my personal best. So I added some apps images for demo on README.md. So whoever looks at my repos, I try to present them how this app looks like that. And then I created Restful API using Node, Express, and MongoDB, and one of them use Express-Handlebars for to display UI. However, I didn't know this because I thought I have to create, in React.js to display UI. This is one of the example which uses EJS. It doesn't use Express handlebars that I mentioned. However, from this project, I know how to connect with MongoDB using third-party library called Mongos, and then how to display log and what port is it using, and of course the environment development variable .env file for security practice, such as I have to put API key and etc. And roots, model, view, controller, like that, such basic things like that. And maybe I can move on to, okay. And for open source contribution, I made 2 pull requests, and one of them failed at the moment, which is InDesign Pro, in which I added Indonesian translation, and maybe I want to put focus on this pull request for this meeting, if you don't mind. And I also add a language badge, Strapi badge, which anyone can add into README.md. I will show just quick quick display of this. So I think this is a very good repo in which people can choose language badge like this, and I am trying to add Strapi badge for this, which I already added in my repository.
Okay.
Just for fun. But yeah, that's how
cool.
I learned to create pull request. And for business based,
and I also noticed that you added README on your GitHub profile.
So yeah. If may I ask you that if I could push something just like to style or refactor or etc. like that, made a push to Git to my Git repository, does it show? Is it visible to followers like that?
What do you mean? If you commit to your own repository?
Yes, sir.
Actually, your commits in GitHub in any public repository, as long as it's public, it will be shown on your profile.
Oh,
okay. So not just your own repositories, but also any contributions. It can be pull requests, can be commits, can be issues and something, and comments. They will all show up in your GitHub profile.
Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So please continue business best.
Oh yeah. So I installed Zotero, but it's still in. I have to execute it if I want to run the app, and I signed up on orchid.org, so no, I have an identity on that. Skip the scorecard review to jump into rock review, which is, I think, on track, but the progress is not that significant. And for team member headlines, I watched Anki's videos. I think 2 videos which are about end design and how to install TypeScript, and it is those are very amazing, simple yet insightful, and she described very well. And for to-do list, I I'm sorry that I put focus on pull request and design pro, and I had data mining assignment, which is a
Okay.
big task. But alhamdulillah, I have done that, so I'm looking forward to finish those unfinished tasks. And can I jump to the pull requester, the
Okay.
main topic that I am trying
Okay.
to do? So here, the bot commented. Actually, it run some checks which are not successful, and some checks were not conducted because
Okay.
the initial check were not successful. So if
Okay.
I click this, the details, yeah, it said that lint and build. This is my Github workspace, the Ant Design Pro forked one. And I just installed Prettier for my workspaces, not only on this project, but I tried to press Control Shift P to format document. However, it didn't work. Oh, I'm sorry. The problem is here. I think the Node CI. Oh, anyway. Yeah, I will try to open new tabs. Tab that I failed. So one of them was run yarn run link.
Okay.
So the log said code lifecycle code style issues found in the both files. Forgot to run Prettier.
Okay.
And I went to the file locals id-id. Okay. The first file that I have to check is this file id-id.ts, and I pressed like Control Shift P, and I'm sorry, it's showing a new window. Or if I block this, press right click in format document, it doesn't do. Oh, it did. Oh, actually, it changed it. I'm sorry. I'll try to save this. PWA setting drawer. Okay. I'm sorry, sir. I mean, it didn't work for me when I troubleshoot. Okay. So those are the first problem code issues. So, and I would like to ask you that is this step only this step, not other problems like these two other tabs? Is this tab indicates that it is only code style issues, or is there something else?
Okay. So it is a pipeline. Okay. So pipeline means if there is a problem, then the next pipelines will be blocked. So it does not guarantee that that is the only issue. Yeah. For example, if you see here, the step is yarn run lint, and because that's an error, there is another step below yarn run tsc, which is not executed at all, right?
Right.
Okay. But if you can fix this, that means next time it can go on to the next step. So I would say that the best way to fix this is that to run yarn lint on your Gitpod. So try to run it instead of running it on Visual Studio. Run it here. So now you should be able to see whether this is working or not working.
But it is okay to use yarn writer because it is showing npm here. Should I like run npm run lint instead of yarn?
No, I think it's not because of that. I think it's not a problem. Okay. I think after you do that, it says that all matched files use the prettier code style. So I think that's working. So let's test. What if it does not match? Yeah. So try to edit id.ts.
id.ts, this one.
Okay. Now try to add maybe some space or enter or something, and yeah, that's
here.
Not in the right position. Yeah. For example, like that. And okay, now try to run it again. You need to save it.
Will expand my terminal. So okay.
You need to save
Press
it first.
enter.
You need to save it first.
I'm sorry. I was too excited.
Okay, now I think it should give you some problems. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, gives you problems, right? So it will give you problems, and yeah, and you can do it. And actually, I think you can auto fix it. Can you try to open package.json? I think it gives you a way to fix that as well. So try to find on the scripts part. There should be some lint something. Yeah. Try to yarn lint. Is it the fixed one or the prettier one? Yeah, I think it's yarn lint fix. Yeah.
Pretty. Oh, lint fix. Okay.
I think prettier is just for the check. So you can yarn lint fix. Try that one.
Fix. Okay.
Using colon, yeah. Yarn lint.
I'm sorry. Lint fix. Okay.
Okay, now check your IDTS. Is it fixed now? Not yet.
Not really, because the unrequired space still exists here.
Okay. Okay. Now can you try to run yarn prettier?
Yarn prettier. Okay.
Because I think there is a script to run prettier that fixes it. It's probably this script.
But it doesn't have prettier here, is it?
There is one. Line 29. Okay. Try to open the IDTS so you can see what the changes in real time. Okay, it changes it, right?
It changes. Amazing.
Okay, and now try to run yarn lint again, and this time it should be okay.
Should it be yarn run lint or yarn lint?
I think it's the same. Yeah. I think it's the same for yarn. Okay. For npm, it needs to have npm run something, but in yarn it's usually
a bit different command.
Because I think in yarn, as long as the name of the script is different than yarn built-in command, then it actually runs yarn run something. Okay, so I think this is good. So you can commit.
If my first pull request is rejected, Can I make a same pull request with same message again?
I don't think that you should create a new pull request. Yeah.
Oh.
So because first your pull request is still not rejected, all you have to do is just to fix your commit instead of creating another pull request. So because during the discussion, your pull request may get some discussion, like for example, yeah, this one is checks from bot, right? But both bots and human beings can get into the discussion of a pull request and can give suggestions. Okay, please fix this formatting, please add something or something. Yeah. And then what you do is you do not create a new pull request. What you do is you change your commits. So when you change your commits, these bots will then run again to check again, and also the human being can also check, and then it can approve or not approve, something like that.
Sir, can I like repeat what you said? So what from what can I conclude from what you said before? If I make a commit again because I just changed code format using Prettier, so if I create commit, it automatically it automatically makes pull request for this one. Is it?
No. It does not make another pull request. You just change the commits. The pull request is still the same.
Oh, okay, sir.
So the pull request will be updated with the new commits. That's what I'm saying. The pull request is still the same, but the pull request can be updated.
Oh, is it auto update or
Auto
should I
update.
like
Auto update.
auto update? Okay, sir.
As long as you see here that your pull request is from the branch pets ID. So what you do is you update that branch.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as long every time you update that branch, then GitHub will know that that branch has changed and the pull request will be updated. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So moving on to the next issue.
Okay. Please fix this one first.
This one. Oh,
I mean the previous one.
oh the
lint
previous one.
I will.
Oh, commit with commit.
Yeah. You add and then commit, and I will give you the better way to commit. Yeah. Not use regular commit, but use amend commit.
Amend. Okay.
So if you use the command line, use the same thing, but you add amend in the end.
Sorry, sir. Should it be, should the message be fixed?
No.
Or style?
I think it's not fixed. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's style.
Style. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, and then you put the option amend in the end or in the status anywhere. Yeah.
Amend.
Not inside the message, but outside as a command line switch. Yeah. You
amend this, sir.
Use minus minus. Yeah. Minus amend. Single M.
Okay.
Single M.
Single M.
All right.
Press enter.
Okay.
What is this?
Okay. Unexpected operator.
Unexpected.
I think the commit message is not using the proper styling. Yeah. Can you try using fix? Does it give you?
Fix.
Yeah.
So I will replace style with fix like this.
Yeah. Okay. Try again.
Press enter.
Just to check. That's the error. Yeah. That's weird. Unexpected operator. Okay, I'm not sure why is that, but okay. So please bring it back into style. Yeah. Just change it back into style. Okay. And now you can push
Okay.
this one.
What?
Okay. Now what happens is that by default it will reject. Do you know why?
Because the unexpected operator. Or because I committed twice before pushing it.
Okay, I think you need to pull first there. I think you need to pull first. I think you have add some changes there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think you have made some changes in the GitHub repository, so there are two problems here.
What?
So the one in Gitpod is different than the one in GitHub. So maybe you can fix this first before continuing.
Current change, incoming change. It is different because the.
Yeah. Actually, you can just click the above buttons. You can accept the current change or accept the incoming change.
The current change, maybe.
Okay. There is another file, yeah. In setting drawer. No, don't run anything. First of all, you need to save the file, and then just one file. Okay.
Just one file.
Now you can commit the result.
Commit. Okay.
Or if you want to yarn prettier first, that's also okay.
Okay.
All right, and then now you can commit with amen as before.
Style. Hyphen a e n. You're in the middle of merge.
Oh, okay. You need to do that first because you cannot amend. All right. Okay, you can
Without
remove.
amend.
Yeah, you can remove the amend, and then you can push again. Oh, you have not git add, yeah? You have not git add. Okay, now you can push.
What is this unexpected operator?
Yeah, I'm also curious about that one.
Should I push?
Okay. All right, that's good. But actually what I want you to do is that you need to use amend, but since there is another different conflict, so okay, so maybe not using amend this time, maybe for next time.
Okay.
Okay, so you can check your pull request, and now it will be updated. Yeah, but
in progress.
Yeah, but the problem is that you have too many commits. Yeah, you have 4 commits. Usually, what they want is just one single commit.
Oh my.
Okay, but actually there is a what can I say? There is a way to make these commits into one commit, but I'm not sure if that is necessary at this point. Let's see later. Yeah. Okay, so move on. Yeah. because it's
Okay.
an advanced feature of Git. So maybe move on first.
Sir, how about this one?
Okay.
So this one was one of the previous issues, which says resource not accessible by integration.
Okay, I would say that this is not a problem. Okay, I would say that
Okay.
this is not a problem. I think this is a problem with their own continuous integration. And there is nothing that you can do to fix this. Okay, so it's their
Oh,
internal way. So I would say that, just just ignore it, and let's
okay, sir.
see if there are any comments from the maintainer. Yeah.
Also, even if the bot checks my commits, so human beings, the actual maintainer, normally put a review on what I committed, sir.
Yeah, of course. Because what the bots do is just giving the maintainer an additional information to check. Yeah. Because the maintainer will not, like checking indentation and formatting and so on. What the maintainer will check is the actual contribution of that.
All right.
Okay.
Is it related to? I have no idea about this.
Yeah, I think
Link
this is just a summary of errors. The actual detail is in the logs before.
Oh, the prettier one.
I'm not sure this is the predator. Yeah, I think this is the lint one because it says that it errors in the lint part.
All right, thank you, sir. So it is still in pending. And for this one, send pull request for the hard-coded English translation version. I actually saw one creating the issue. So I just checked what issue is. I choose the closed one, and my query was English. And what I saw was English. Not typo. Where did I see that translation? So, not Spanish. So to conclude what I said, I could not find it. I don't know why. Or maybe it is in pull request, the closed one. I'm pretty sure it's here. I'm sorry. Yes, it is this one. So this one, Heretic account created the English translation of dashboard and user login, but he actually had hard coded the file and the like this name to home and just like what I did. And the feedback from the maintainer was thanks, but as for the scaffold, I think an internationalization solution is a better choice, not only translate the text.
And can you translate the above messages? Can you translate the above?
Okay, I will try to copy this.
Actually, you can just right click and then translate to English. Or is it not available in? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm on Firefox, so
okay.
It's okay. Just do we need to translate the scaffolding copy?
So you actually already translated it. Okay. Yeah,
but
I would actually do the same. I would actually do the same. And
do
how
you?
about IFC, the second one below? What is the
Okay,
translation
sir.
of that?
Yes, it should be go.
Okay. All right.
So
Okay, I understand. So what is your question?
what they mean is to use local folder instead of hard coding it, isn't it?
No, what they mean is that you should use internationalization. So can you Google Umi plugin local? Okay, Umi plugin local. Okay, I think the
Second one.
one, I think, no. I think that's the older one. Okay, that one, the below that one, the fourth one.
Okay, UmiJS.
Okay, I think this is this one. Yep, this is this one. Okay, maybe to make it easier, you can open this on Chrome, yeah, or you can install some extension in Firefox to make it easier to.
All right, sir.
Okay, can translate.
Translating is.
Actually, I am impressed by the documentation of InDesign and Umi. Yeah. So when you translate that to English, it's actually quite detailed, yeah, quite detailed and very good. And even the translation, and I am also impressed by the translation of Google Translate, yeah, because it's very readable, yeah. This is a technical document, and it's definitely very readable. Okay. So as you can see here, what you need to do is use ENTL, yeah, on the right part. You have
Right
use
part.
ENTL. I will give you an example actually. Use ENTL on the right sidebar. But if you want to read it, it's okay.
NTL. Oh, this one.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay, so this is how you use this. I think we have discussed this before, yeah.
Sure, sir. But so is it changing the ID?
Not really changing the ID, but basically the message should be an ID, and then that should be translated in the local files.
Oh, so this is not hard code.
Yeah, it is hard coded, but it is a hard coded ID, not a hard coded message. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's make an example. Okay, let's try to change one message, or maybe two messages. One using use ENTL and another one using format message. Okay, let's try to change one message. Yeah, in your Github. Okay, in the English branch that you want to change.
English branch. Oh, I see. So
because it's a different branch, right, for English and Indonesian.
This one, the boilerplate one.
Okay, you can use that one.
Because I'm worried if I use the previous one.
But actually, if you want to do a pull request, it's actually better to fork from the master branch. I think it's easier that way.
Because it is up to date, isn't it?
Okay. Since in your boilerplate you have made many changes, right? So when you do a pull request, it should be clean, it should be just one commit and contains just the necessary changes and not the history of changes. Okay. What I mean by history of changes is that you are experimenting with different ways of fixing it. And that's why you have to make several commits, yeah, one after the another. But actually, the better way is that to have just one commit that has all the changes that you want. Okay. So now, which one that you want to change? So this is not about changing to English, yeah. It's about internationalizing. So internationalizing is making the message can be translated in all of the supported language. So it's really not about making it English. Yeah. It's really about internationalizing. That's what he is asking.
All right.
So if you just translate to English, it will be rejected. Okay. So try to find one Chinese or maybe English if you have already translated it that you want to change.
Oh.
Oh, and while waiting, you can also run this project, yeah, so we can check the result. Because the nice thing about running it in Github that you can run it without making your computer slow. Yeah? You can do yarn install and something, and it will be okay. Yeah, I think you should yarn install first. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, because it's not included. I see. Usually, I don't have Node modules yet.
Okay. Yeah, and while still waiting for that, then you can check the files. Because if you are doing this on your own computer while still doing yarn install, then your computer will be slow. Okay. So which message that you want to internationalize?
Oh, where is it?
I think the easiest one will be the login. It's like the first one that the user sees, right?
But I don't find anything in index.tsx. Is it here or login tab? Login item. Oh, if I use this one.
I think that's the rules. Let's find from something that's already shown. Can you see the index first? Index TSX on the left.
This one.
This one is which index? Can you try to see below?
This one, sir.
Now, can you scroll down again to see if there are other texts? Nothing. Can you open the other index TSX?
Other
Because there are two index files, right, on the left part. the other index. Yeah, try to that one.
So username.
Okay. So I
This
think
one.
this is, yeah, this one is good. All right. So now these are all in English, right? So when you do this pull request, it will be rejected. Why? Because it's in English. What you need to do is internationalize the message. So it can be in English and in Chinese. Okay. And in Indonesian as well. Okay. So now please start the project. So let's pick one message that we want to translate. Yeah.
Open preview. What? Oh, it's not loading the webpack yet.
Okay. So now let's pick one thing that you want to translate first, just for example. Which one?
Okay, this one, username, admin
Okay.
or user.
Username, admin, and user, yeah. Because when you change the language to Chinese, let's go back to that page again, just to illustrate.
Sorry.
Okay, now change it to Chinese. Okay. Now what's needed is that all of this page should be in Chinese, right? Because initially, all of it is in Chinese. So actually, this is not acceptable because you will need to internationalize it. Okay. So now let's try to find this username, admin or user. Let's go to your Github. Okay, this one, username, admin or user. Now you need to use ENTL first. Okay, go to the top of the section. We need to prepare this first. So go to, the top of the component. Yeah, can you hide the preview on the right, so it will not block the view. You can click the icon on the right part. You should just click. No. The icon. Right again.
Icon.
Nah. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, now go to the component.
Top. Oh, component.
No. I mean in this file. In this file.
Oh, this file.
Okay, go to the component itself. You maybe scroll down. Scroll down. Okay, again for this component. Let's find out which one is it. Okay, this part. Okay, you can edit somewhere in maybe on line 42. Yeah, maybe before that one you can add
state.
Yep. Online it, you add the use ENTL. No, before that. Okay, you add it before that line. You add use ENTL.
Breakpoint, sir.
You can check the example on the documentation. How to use UCNTL. You can just skip to use ENTL. Nah, that one. That's online.
This one is good.
Below export default function. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, just like that.
So it will be before the cons login, is it?
After.
Oh, after.
If you see from the example, it's also after. Yeah, after export default function, and then you put the cons ENTL after that one.
Oh, I see.
So this is what I mean by the component. All right. And then you will use it. Okay. Now, when you use it, you choose the ENTL format message there. Okay.
So I will go to the placeholder.
Yep. Yeah, and you change it there. Okay.
Just create another one.
Okay. Yep. Put it there.
ENTL.
Oh, no. You don't use ENTL again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's weird. Why you are not getting the autocomplete here? Okay.
Because I think I'm not importing it yet, isn't it?
Okay. I think you can just control space, yeah, to import it when you write UCNTL. So can you track to make sure that the autocomplete is working correctly?
This one.
Yeah. I think you should control space there and it should work. No? That's weird. Okay. Then, yeah, I guess you need to import manually then. It should work though. It should work. Because in my projects, they work well. Yeah, I think it should use single quote. Yeah.
Oh, single quote. All right.
Yeah, follow the styling.
Otherwise, lint will fail again.
Oh,
I'm trying to.
I think I need to.
I don't know why is not
virtual
working.
background. Okay, I need to change my settings then.
Hide the default message name.
Zoom. Okay.
Should it be like this or username dot placeholder?
Yep, that is much better. But then that is okay. You can add it to you.
Default message.
Okay. Yeah, please add the default message as well. I think the default message can be in English, yeah. But still, it will be translated to Chinese.
Yeah.
I think the default message should be the same, yeah, as the placeholder that you used before. Do not change the meaning of the default
Oh, okay.
message.
Like this.
Okay.
Name. The name will be placeholder, isn't it?
Okay. So now you actually do not have any parameters here because the message is fixed. So that second part, you don't need anything. Okay.
Second part, this one.
Yeah. So you can remove everything in there, and yeah, just remove the second parameter at all. So just one parameter.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. That's much better. So right. So now try it. Try to see how it looks now. Yep, still working as intended. And if you want to change to Chinese, yeah, it's still here because there is no translation yet. Yeah. Okay, but there is something that I want to change here first because it's just one parameter, and actually the translation should be quick. Go back to the source code. Maybe you can remove the comma, and you can also the comma in line 105. Yeah.
105. Oh, all right.
Okay, and then maybe you can merge that with the next line. So because I think it's yeah, that should be quicker. Okay, and then for the ID, this ID is not unique. Why? Because I think an ID should be unique for the app. However, this ID is good if it's for this page, which is called user login. So I think the ID should be, can you go to the NUSTS files on the left to check the kind of IDs that they use? Okay, so there's something like app.layout. I would say, okay, I would say it should be prepended by app dot and then the name of the page, and then after that the component. Okay, so let's go back to the login source code. Let's make it app.user.login. .user.login.
.login.
No. What I mean is that you need to put that before, not replace everything.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
App.user.login.
Okay. So now can you see the structure here? First, that is it about message about the app, or is it about the layout, or is it about navbar? It's about the app, right? Because it's part of the app. And then after that part, and then you go to the section of the app, because app has several sections. Okay, so this is the user section, and then app has a login. So that user section has a login because maybe there is app.user.login, app.user.signup, app.user.forgot password or something. And then after that will be the ID for individual components. Yeah. So, okay. So I think you can save that on the pages/user/login. Okay. And then now what you do is that you copy that ID and put it into the nus.ts.
All right.
Okay. Although I think that what should happen here is, should we make a new file for this? Because this is going to be long, yeah?
All right.
What do you think? Should we make a new file? It's like a app.ts. I think we should make a new file. Okay, so go to NUS and create a new file called app. Yeah, I think you can create a new file called app.ts. So everything that is inside the app will go here, and then you can, yeah.
Should it be with?
I think you can try the one from component.ts to see how they structure it.
Component.ts, all right.
Oh yeah, just like that. So simple. Okay, and then put the message in there. Okay. And
should
then
I indicate with this?
No. Because it's already in English. It's already in the English folder. So what you can do is you need to include this file, import this file from the main NUS file.
This one.
Okay. So you add it there. Okay, you can import that.
Suggestion is not working. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, this is how JavaScript developers work, yeah, without any suggestion. Yeah, with very little suggestion, yeah. So when you go from TypeScript and you don't have suggestion, that's like, okay, where am I?
Oh, but is it like true when working in JavaScript, TypeScript, it doesn't show suggestion?
Actually, if using TypeScript, you should get suggestions. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but I am also, you know, one project that I will show you later, Lovia console, is also using TypeScript, and it has all of the suggestions. Yeah. Okay, you need to add that, yeah, below.
Below.
Because not just import. Okay, put it there. All right.
App.
Okay, that's for the English. But in order to know how it will work, please make the same change to the Chinese file, yeah, to the Chinese file.
Chinese. Okay.
Make it that one, and then.
Can you duplicate this?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, this.
And then you need to find out what is the proper string. Okay. So I'm sorry that I did not tell you about this earlier, yeah.
Oh, I should explore about this by myself. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
For teaching
But
me.
at least now you learn what is the difference between directly translating and internationalizing. Okay.
I was curious enough for this topic for a long time ago. And should I replace it like?
Yeah, you should replace it with Chinese, yeah. Except for the admin and user. So username and or these should go in Chinese.
I think I cannot.
Okay. I hope that's the correct one. But yeah, just try.
Okay, just trust Google Translate. It was save this and
or the or one. The or one should be Chinese. Okay. Right. And then you import that from the main file.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Can you change it to English?
Hooray, it's working.
Okay, so this is what they want, yeah. This is what they want.
Okay.
So if you can do it, so first if you can internationalize this, and then after all the internationalization has been done, when you add more languages to Indonesia, then the whole and design pro boilerplate will be supporting Indonesian. I think that would be very cool.
But I mean, they are like hard coding Chinese for several parts. Like actually, you
Yeah.
will see no alphabets here. Like yeah.
Yeah, I
So
know.
this is. Uh,
So I
so
know they are hard coding it, but actually they want it to be internationalized.
also they are like seeking for a
Yeah,
contributor
that's
for that.
that's what it's being as suggested before, right? Can you read the pull request again that was being rejected? That you showed
That
me
one.
the first line, the first
Okay.
time.
And design flow.
Okay, so that's
The file.
the last one. Yeah,
Oh,
this
the
one
last
gets
one.
rejected because it's hard coded. So first it's hard coded in Chinese, and then he changed it to be hard coded in English, and that's what you did initially, right? But if you see the comment from ddcat1115, the last comment, he said that internationalization solution is a better choice. So this is what he meant. He wants the contributor to internationalize the boilerplate, not translate to English.
All right.
So how you internationalize it, what you've just done here that I showed you by using use-entl and using format message. That's what they mean by internationalize. And I think if you internationalize all of the end design boilerplate, it will be accepted, yeah, as a pull request.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Uh, Maybe I want to ask this. How do you know? Wait, where was the file? This one. Where did you know that this one is app dot? Because if I uh, can I replace this with like layout dot?
Yeah, you can. You can just try. Okay, try to change app to Kevin. Try to change app to
Okay.
Kevin. Okay, but then you change it on the UI also, yeah, and also the Chinese one. The Chinese one,
Also
you
the
change
Chinese
that
one.
to Kevin.
All right.
Okay, and then you change it on the index.tsx in the login. So this is just to
Oh,
show
so
you that this is just something that I made up. Okay, let's try it. Let's see it for yourself that this also
okay.
works. That this also works.
Okay, this is in English version. I'll try for the Chinese one. Oh, it's still the same. Oh, so this is
Okay.
why. All right.
Great. So the question is, how did I know? The answer is, I did not know. I made it up. I made it up. But even if I made it up, at least let's try to make the structure intuitive. Yeah. Try to make the structure intuitive. Actually, you can make the ID like a number or maybe a random string, but then the user will be confused, right? So what is this ID? Why is this ID like this? Okay.
Oh,
Right.
so that's why conventions are made.
Yeah, that's about conventions. It's also the same like, how do you know that the variable name is this? How do you know that the function name is this? actually you decide your own function names. You decide your own variable names. But yeah, you will not make a function name like A1235 or something. You make it intuitive, right? Okay, so you can return this back to app, yeah. Because they will be confused. Why do you make the ID Kevin in there?
Can I put this without
No, you
string?
can't, because it's a string. Because it's a string. Okay, that's just the first one.
All
The
files
second
were
one,
saved.
you need to be able to use formatted message as a component. So let's try to go to login again and try to find something that we can see. Okay, can you scroll maybe down or up? I think up, yeah. Oh no. Let's try to no. Okay, this one. And design is the most influential web design, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, instead of using, because this is not inside an attribute or something, yeah, but this is a text, we use formatted message. No, don't replace. Okay, if you want to copy, it's okay.
I want to just clone. Yeah.
Okay. And then inside that, the end design, blah, 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 you use the formatted message component.
Formatted. Or like this intl.
You don't have to use intl this time. Just use formatted message as a component. As a component, not an expression. As a component.
As a component.
Yeah. Like a tag. Yeah. Use a tag.
Like a tag. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Inside div.
Yep. Inside that one. Okay. Use formatted message. Formatted message. Yeah.
Message.
Okay. And space ID.
Single quotes.
Yep. And then ID. Yeah.
ID.
Yep. And ID
single
is
quote.
Okay. App dot. Yeah, I think this is still in user login, but I think this is. I think because this is like the title, yeah. Okay.
Login title.
No, this is not title. This is like description, yeah. And I think it's not just for login. So I think you can remove the login. Maybe just app.description.
All right.
All right. And then, okay.
Save it.
And then you can have the default message as well, because maybe, other languages do not have them. So you can put the default message as well.
Here?
Yep, default message. Yeah, that can be the, but I think, oh yeah, okay. Can copy that. I think here the convention is to use double quotes, yeah. If you see the one below, use double quotes for the tag attribute. Okay, that's nice. And also the ID there. All right.
Okay.
Okay. And of course you need to import that, yeah.
Formatted message.
Yeah, I think on line
from Umi?
10, yeah. Yeah, I think it's from Umi. All right.
May I see?
Yeah, I think there's an example here. Do they give an example here? No?
No.
Okay, let's try it then, because I've ever used it before. Okay, now add this on the local file for English and Chinese, yeah, to see if that works.
NUS.
Yeah, I think you should put it above, yeah, because it's before the login actually. Okay.
Single quote.
Yep.
Forgot to copy the default message. Okay.
Yeah, you can open the original repository from InDesign. But just for this example, let's use Google Translate so that you have the
Oh, I
Chinese
see.
version.
Right.
But actually, you should use the original Chinese, because I think that the Chinese version of Google Translate will be not as good as the original. So make sure you return back the actual Chinese ones. Okay.
I think it's similar.
Yeah, but if
Okay.
they see that you have changed the Chinese messages, they will be angry at you. Why
They will
are
be
you
angry
changing?
with
Why are you changing? It's like, it's like, you have a project in Indonesian and then someone, internationalize it for you, but instead of using the original Indonesian, they translate to English and then translate back to Indonesian. Okay, it's not working.
Yeah, it's it's working. It's now in English version. If I switch back to Chinese version,
This is still
it
working.
switches to Chinese characters.
Okay.
Like this. Okay, it's working.
Okay.
Oh, so that's
Okay.
why.
So this is,
Okay.
there are two ways, So if you need to put the messages inside attribute or inside code or anything, you use the entl.format message. But if you need to put it in like a title or, outside of a attribute or code, then you use this component formatted message. And
Oh, thank
basically
you
that's
very
it.
much, sir.
Yeah.
Very
And
insightful.
so when you change, when you do this for all of the InDesign boilerplate, I really think that they will be happy and appreciate you for your work.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And of course, I will appreciate it too. And when you also add the Indonesian version, I think that will help InDesign adoption for Indonesian developers. Because wow, I mean, it still only have 4 languages now, right?
Yeah, and it's not fully translated yet.
Yeah, it's not fully translated. But if the boilerplate can have, complete English locale and also have a complete Indonesian locale fully supported, I think that will be awesome, amazing.
I would love to, of course.
Yeah,
Maybe I will,
it's not something that is hard, but it's something that needs diligence,
time.
and time and effort to do that. Yeah, but it helps a lot of people. It helps a lot of people.
Yeah, the first thing that I think about the design is the design is very good. It's working very well, but the Chinese characters are like, they create barriers for developers whose native language is not Chinese, and it's so difficult to understand. So that's why I wanted to translate it, even if I hard coded it. And I'm looking forward to use internalization about it. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Very insightful, and this is what I want to know for a long time. And today, Alhamdulillah, I got this knowledge from you.
Yeah. And this is what's being done in basically every professional software, So why Windows and also Visual Studio Code, all Google and something, they can change the language. That is because all of the source code, they never hard code the message. They always put the message as an ID, and that ID can be translated by someone else.
All right. Okay, sir. But it is working if I use UMI, right? Or for example, I want to translate. I want to create an internationalization using React. Do I have to install UMI for this, like import
No,
from
no, no, no.
UmiJS?
For React, there is a project called React Intel. Can you try to
React
Google it?
Intel. Okay.
Yeah. there are two projects that I think it's good. One is React Intel and another one is I18N. Yeah, that one.
This one, the first one.
And it's actually part of formatjs.io. Yeah, you can see the third one, the third one. Yeah, that one. But Umi can support everything. Can you go to the first page of the format.js? So actually
This one?
format.js, yeah, the first page. Yeah, okay.
Home page.
Yeah,
Okay.
the home page. Okay, so format.js actually has several
Wow.
examples, yeah, or several sub-projects. And one is the message. But internationalization is not just about message. It's about, as you can see, formatting of date, formatting of numbers, currencies, and so on. So format.js can support a lot of them. So yeah,
Cool.
that's one that you can use. And another one is I18 Next.
I18 next.
Yeah, these are the two libraries that I recommend to.
I18
just
next.
Yeah, but you can, yeah, okay, you get it right. But basically the format is the same. Yeah, the format is basically you have a JSON file and then the ID and then the translation.
Okay.
There is another feature if you want to format something inside of the message. Okay, can you go back to format.js documentation? Okay, go to docs. All right, and go to, I think, can you go to guides on the left? Maybe there's something like, okay, no, okay, core concept maybe core concept. Can you go to core concepts?
All right.
Okay, scroll down on the on the sidebar. Okay, message syntax. Try to message syntax. Okay. All right, and then the arguments. This is one. So you have like hello someone and something, and then for example, if you want to have like I have some, okay, I have number of cats and number, but because the number of cats can be different sometimes. So there are several ways to format the arguments and so on.
Cool.
Right. I18 Next also have such features, yeah.
I18. Oh, this one.
Yeah, but for basic internationalization, they are very similar. The basic features are there. Right. Any other to-do list or issue?
Oh, I think not issue, but I think this has been troubleshooted.
Okay.
Hope so. And for the next meeting, I think I will have to put a lot of progress in the paper. Sorry, sir. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, I learned a lot for open source contribution as well this week. So I was not killing my time personally, I think like that. Thank you for your thoughts, sir. And yeah, it was really insightful. And I hope to share it with with others. So
yeah, and don't forget to make a video about internationalization. Yeah, but I think you need to do it after you make the pull request to NDesign Pro. So please finish that first because that is will be very useful to all NDesign Pro users. I mean, and also NDesign users. This is, you know, like there are 27,000 people here waiting for you, your contribution. I mean, there are 27,000 stars on GitHub on a project
Mm-hmm.
that by default is using Chinese. So if it gets internationalized in English and also other languages, I think a lot more people will like InDesign Pro. I actually really like it. Okay.
Sir, I'm sorry. Last one. Unfortunately, the
Okay.
one check was not successful, which is you
Yeah,
say
that's the search one, huh?
resource is not accessible by
Mhm.
integration. I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, we already discussed
So
this before, right?
yes, sir. But
Mm-hmm.
so will my pull request not accessed?
No, I would say that these checks
Mm-hmm.
are used to help the maintainers to decide whether to accept or not. But it's up to them whether this is important or not.
All right.
Okay, because in this case, I think
Mm-hmm.
it's a problem with their internal system. So
Mm-hmm.
of course, in my experience, sometimes their project there is a problem and so on, and they don't uh, have time to fix it yet. But it's not like the most critical issue at the moment. So I think they
All
will
right.
still review it. So if in the checks there are
Mm-hmm.
things that you can do, for example, the lint check is definitely something that you need to fix, then please fix it first. But if there are checks that you
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to fix, then
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to fix it. Or if you want to ask, you can ask in the comment to the
Mm-hmm.
maintainer. There is this check that is not successful, but I'm not sure why. I think my code is working, and someone you can ask. Most likely, they will say that, oh, it's not a problem. It's something on our part. Uh, Basically, it's irrelevant to your pull request.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Thank you very much. So I think yeah, that's all from me for
Okay.
this meeting.
Okay.
Uh, so I think we'll continue to the rating one.
Okay.
Sorry, I have not removed it yet.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
I will still give it an 8 because you managed to understand about internationalization. However, it's been too long. Just for
Mm.
discussing about this one, I would have expected to cover more. But since you are still new in internationalization, so I think
Mm.
this is good. I can explain how to use ENTL, and then another to use the formatted message component. So I guess that's good. And your progress is also very good. I like it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hendy. So I think that's end of the meeting today. Hope to see you in the
Okay,
next meeting. Thank you very
wait,
much.
I will show you something.
Okay.